now it's time for Top That Trade. Joining us today, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Alan Uckman, an options trading pro. Here we go with round number one, guys. Usually we talk about black swan events in the market. Today we're talking gray swans swimming. What worries you in the market? Think tariff troubles or no Brexit deal.
First off, I'm scared. I'm not scared at all, but I don't know what a gray swan is. Is that a swan that we kind of see coming, but we don't really see? I mean, because yes, there's 10 things listed in this gray swan category of potential concerns, but we're in a trade war.
Swan's a bad name because every time it's a black swan, it's something unexpected. Gray swan's not good. Cloudy air.
We are in a trade war, and we are still okay. We're still okay.
We're in a trade war.
I'm not scared.
You know, the funny thing is, it's a lot of talk about the inverted yield curve, and the market freaked out.
Recession.
We're going into a recession. Did you stop back and look at the last 4 times that the yield curve inverted? What happened to the
market went up?
It exploded. It didn't go up. It exploded.
So markets go up, markets go down. We've been through this for 10 years. We had Greece. We had Brexit. We had Italy. I mean, there's issue after issue, debt ceiling, the government shutdown. We've gotten through it all until we don't. But until then, I've got to be confident, and optimism wins.
Optimism wins, so stay away from swans.
On to round number 2, pick tricks. What would you tell a newbie who wants to pick a stock in the stock market? And keep in mind, you don't have to get fancy because there's actually a monkey who does a great job picking out stocks.
The monkey trained us.
New traders don't diversify. They think they're diversifying, but they're not diversifying in assets that are uncorrelated. So, they're buying a bag of stocks, and they'll tend to move up when the market moves up and tend to move down when the market moves down. So
they do.
Diversification is the key, but I like the Journal of Organizational Behavior and Human Decisions. Ooh. That's who came up with this.
Very good.
I want a job with that. That's a great organization.
It is. But let me tell you another thing. People who are new investors have a tendency to buy stocks they know and stocks they've heard of. And usually the stocks that have been performing the best are the ones that are in the air. You hear about Apple all the time. You hear about Netflix. Or when it comes down to stocks that you like, you might say, hey, I like McDonald's. Boy, that hamburger was really good. Maybe I should buy a share of their stock.
Round number 3, stock snack hack. Americans are now snacking their way to prosperity. What would be your sweet treat?
I like PepsiCo.
All right, so PepsiCo's come a long ways. It's up near its highs.
They have.
So we talked about Kellogg's a couple weeks ago, and that had a big boom.
Really
that rallied 15%.
Right.
Mondelez has been a performing stock as well. So it's interesting that it turns out these companies are profiting because people like to buy small packages of snacks. It's a $100 billion business.
It really is.
You like to buy smaller packages?
I don't really. My wife puts snacks in there. I usually have a little bag of peanuts, but they are smaller packages.
Right, smaller packages with bigger profits. So that's better off for the stocks.
It is. And you don't feel as guilty when you eat the whole bag.
The stock that I like, that I found, Slim Jim.
Yeah.
That's savory and salty.
All right.
Slim Jim ConAgra, the stock's been trading between 20 and 30, so it looks for a breakout to 40. It's got a PE of 14.
I like that. I'm going to turn the tables on Angie, and I'm going to turn the tables on you. Do you know what the most popular snack in America is? What's number 1?
I'll just guess potato chips.
This is another bonus round. You're not here to ask the question.
On to your bonus round question for today. There's a poll that comes out every year, and it talks about how much the Tooth Fairy pays per tooth. On average, is it $5.70, $4.70, or $3.70 per tooth?
I got to go with the highest number, $5.70. I mean, when I got it,
I think $5.
To get a quarter.
Well, apparently you guys are 1%ers because on average it's $3.70 per tooth.
What? This is an outrage. These kids are getting ripped off.
Keep smiling. Business First AM continues right after this.